Okay, this is my mum's radiology report records. This has been altered as well, and I know that this has been altered because it's got my mum's postcode for 2007 as EX108FF, and her postcode was EX108HE at the time. So I'm going to go through it. All of these have been altered because of the fact, well, the date has been, the postcode's been changed for the date for the year. So postcodes have all been changed. These are ones that were put into the hospital though, and that's why I think that they've been changed. Well, I'm going to keep going. Now here, this is 21st of June 2016. This was when she was tested and had a CT scan. I haven't got the CT scan. I'm going to get them in a minute, but I've got the CT scan X-rays that go with this, but this has been altered and the CT scans aren't there. So we're just going to go with what I've got anyway. So 21st of June 2016, it says that my mum's dementia was caused by a metal artifact caused by dental work. I'm just pointing this out, that my mum's dementia was caused by a metal dental artifact, and that's what caused it. And everything else in her head seemed to be not so bad, and they said that she had mild dementia. You see, I'm just letting you read it through it, and I wanted to show you the X-rays as well. But as I say, that was then 2015, again all these, 2018 rather, 15th of May, radiology, and they say that she was there, but she wasn't actually in the hospital on those dates. 14th and 15th she wasn't there, but this is in here. And it goes with the X-rays. So the X-rays are here. And again, like I say, there's a whole load of X-rays. They've all got that my mum was 83, but my mum was 85 in 2018. She was 83 in 2016 when she was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. That's when she was 83. She wasn't 83 in 2018, and she wasn't in the hospital on the 15th of May 2018. She also wasn't there on the 14th of May 2018. But all of the X-rays, another one, 15th of May 2018, different X-ray, has the date, has her birth date right and her age 83 wrong. And again, there's another X-ray, 83, 15th of May 2018, she was 85. The X-rays, they've all got her date of birth right and her age wrong. Another one, again, 83. It's a machine, it's a computer. When you type in the date, it would get the age right. It wouldn't come up wrong. This one's the 14th of May, and it says 83. She was 85. On the 14th of May 2018, and this one here again is on the 14th of May 2018 when she was 85, but it says that she was 83. Again, if there's anyone who is a doctor, nurse, radiologist or anything like that, could have a look at these X-rays and just tell me what you think of them, and you know, a comment below would be fantastic. Thank you very much. So that was the other X-ray, to do with the X-rays on the 21st of June 2016 when Mum was diagnosed with dementia, and that's the thing to do with it. I believe that this first paperwork on the first of 55 pages is the true admission paperwork for when my mum went into hospital, and the reason that I think that is because all the times and the dates add up to be about the same time. Even though it was on the 21st of May 2018, and this is from 2007 when she fell and fractured her right wrist. But the the reason I think that this one is altered, and I know it's altered, is because of that. And it's the postcode. The postcode was not that in 2007. It was the X108HE. She did go to the hospital with her husband in the car, in a Volkswagen Passat estate, and everything else about this is right, other than the postcode is wrong for the time. It's got the 2018 postcode on, and it's the 14th and the 15th, and it says here 14th and 15th, for her wrist, right wrist. But this is the actual paperwork that they put through, and it's got the wrong postcode for the time, so I know that this one's altered as well. Just trying to prove everything. So that's the radiology as well done. Right, the reason that I think that the other part is fake, again, we're going to go with this document here, which is the first of 55 of the other part of my mum's hospital records. So again, this is the one from when she was 73, and the postcode is wrong for 2007. But everything about it is right. My mum was driven to the hospital in the car by her husband. I followed over in the van. The times are right as well. The only trouble is that the date is wrong, and this is from 2007. But as I say, I think that the paperwork was swapped over with this one, and this was the original one because it's got all the stuff in it. As I said, the postcode on there is the X108HF. You can see it there, and that wasn't changed until 2016. And I can tell you that because if we go down here, look, the next page, there you go, 73 X108HE, which is what it was when I was a kid growing up, until 2016, when all things were changed into my dad's sole name. And I've got all the documents for that as well, that they were all changed. So this is the actual document that when she fell and fractured her right wrist. And it was the first episode that she'd been in. And this is the true documents, and you can see it's on paper at 2005, 2006. Which is right for the time. And this, I'm just showing you that this is all true documents. As we go down through, it's all to do with the time, that time, when she fell and fractured her right wrist. See, 14th of the 1st, 07. It's my mum's signature, but if you broke your wrist, you're going to write with your other hand probably, aren't you? It's got father there, but she went in with her husband. My dad. She had plaster on, plastered the wrist. And I think that was the 15th of the 1st, 2007. It's written down in the actual GP records that I went through. This is all for then. Now here, you've seen these on the first bit that I've just shown you, and the postcode was wrong. EX108HE, you see, 2007. On the other one, it's got EX108FF for 2007. And as I say, it's been altered because that was the true postcode, and this is a true record, whereas the other one's been altered because of the postcode for the time. Okay. See, all the way to 15th. It's about the fracture, see, on the 15th, right wrist, 15th of the 1st, 2007. Yeah, it's 108HE, going down. And then you got this one, and this is 85. This is 2018. This is the one that I'm on about. It's been swapped. Like the information in it has been swapped with the one from when she was 73 that's got the wrong postcode on. the information here isn't right because she was driven in the car. That doesn't say this here. It did happen at home, but it's also got all the information on the other one. She didn't go into Durban ward. She went straight into Ling ward. The times are a bit, I don't know whether they're a little bit out, but it doesn't seem the same as the other one. And the other one seems more like the times that she went in on the 21st. So there we go. Got true ones up until a point, and then this, I believe, has all been fabricated. And we'll carry on a minute. See again, 14th of the 5th, 2018, first visit. The first visit was when she fractured her right wrist. That was the first visit. She wasn't administered to Durban ward. It's got all this stuff here about her. Now this one's weird. Now I say this one's weird because this is a radiology request card. It says here on the top. You see, it's got my mum's date of birth there. It's got the age right there, look, 85. It's got a postcode. It's got everything in here. This is 2018. But what's weird about it is that that's the date there. You see, 14th of the 5th, 2018. But the actual request card at the bottom here, I don't know whether you can see that down there. Can you see that? Where I've pointed my little arrow. Oh, let me just see if we can turn a little bit more. There we go, like there. Let me just... Can I... How do I do this? I've got this. Can you see that? Does that make a difference? No, that's daft, isn't it? Let's see if we can zoom in on it. All right. That says on the bottom there, emergency department, radiology request card, 2006. Now to me, that's more likely to be from 2006. The paperwork when my mum fractured her right wrist, but it's highly unlikely that it would be 2018. The paperwork wouldn't be on a piece of paperwork from 2006, I don't think, but it definitely says 2018 up here. It's got her date of birth right and her age right and all that sort of thing, but it's on a piece of paper that's so old. Do you see what I mean? Right. So within this one record, there's oh, hang on, there is two lots of kind of records in it, and the two lots of records, one is true and one is false, or it's been altered. Now this is the 14th of the, it could be the 14th of the 1st 7, but it says the 14th of the 5th 2018 on a day that my mum wasn't in the hospital. 14th of the 5th, what's that? The paperwork there, it's on old paperwork as well. I mean, it's closer to 2018, but it's a review date on the in 2016. Paperwork starts 2012 to 2016. Again, that paperwork's old. So is that. So is that. Again, 14th of the what? There we go. Old paperwork. My mum was in the hospital in 2018. There's other paperwork in amongst the true paperwork that has the right dates on, you know, the more relevant dates anyway. These are all old dates on paperwork. This is part of the hospital records, as I say, and it's got true dates with true postcodes and false dates and false postcodes. I'm just going to try and whiz through it kind of quite quick because there's other stuff to do as well, but there's lots of altered things in here, and I believe that it needs to be shown as evidence. And as I say, there's not really any other way around it without showing you. So again, 85, 14th of the 5th, 2018, emergency department. Now, she went in on the 14th of the 1st. It wouldn't surprise me if that's the actual true paperwork, 14th of the 1st, and it's got 14th of the 5th, 2018. Seen with her husband, dementia. Again, the paperwork's 2005 to 2015. It's odd. Again, 14th, 4th. Doesn't look like the 5th, does it? 9th. I don't know what that is, but it doesn't look like that. Looks like 14th of the 1st underneath. You know, the dates are kind of altered. I'm just going to point this out as well, that label has been put over the top of someone else's name. You see, there's a bit of, you know, it's just strange, isn't it? I've spoken to my doctor, who said if you're a doctor in a hospital and you make a mistake, then you have to initial it. There's no initials in here in any of it. Again, 14th, very odd 5. Looks like a 7 there, doesn't it? But there we are, just saying. It's on relevant paper though, that it's got 17th to the 27th. It's more relevant than the other paperwork, that's what I'm saying. Now that looks like the 14th of the 1st, don't know what that is. That looks like the 14th of, could be the 9th possibly, but it doesn't look like the 5th, does it? It looks like a T. It doesn't look like the 14th of the 5th. That looks like the 14th of the 5th. It's been drawn in there, but to me the others doesn't. But again, it is on more relevant paperwork. My mum wasn't there. She was only there 21st to the 24th. I saw her dead on the 24th. She wasn't there on the rest of the days. I know that I sound like I'm going on, but without me showing you the paperwork and actually showing it to you, like this one here, I was told that she had an operation on my birthday on the 22nd. It says 22nd underneath there. 14th, 05 is written over the top of 22. This is altered, and at the bottom it's signed, and the signature's signed on a bit of paper from 2014. But I was told she had an operation on my birthday on the 22nd. This, she didn't go to Durban ward on the 14th of the 5th. That's I don't know what, X-ray, radiology. Oh, 55, there we go. We're at the end of this anyway. So that's another thing, but it's got radiology, it's got true radiology, and it's got false radiology. And you can see the ones that are false because of the fact that they got the wrong postcode for the time. And you've got the other ones that have got the right postcode for the time in there, within the same record. It's just crazy though, that nobody noticed. I'm just pointing out what nobody's noticing.